What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to talk about Island Expedition, because if you guys didn't know, I've been doing this series on my YouTube channel for a while now, where I need to make 1,000,000 gold with every class in the game, and each 1,000,000 gold has to be made in a unique way that I haven't done before on the other classes. So right now, I'm slowly getting there on my Paladin, which is only allowed to make gold from like doing island expeditions. So every single time when I do these island expeditions on my live stream, I get tons of questions from people like why I'm doing island expedition, like what am I trying to get, what's going to make me gold from island expedition, all of that. So in this video, I will show you what you could possibly get from doing island expedition, how it's done, and also why like the majority of people are still doing island expedition. So before we dive into all of the details, I do want to mention that you guys can still grab the 0 to 10 million gold guide, and using the code Shadowlands you will get it for 50% off. And this is a product that I made over a year ago, and it's been updated probably like 50 times. And as soon as you've bought the book, every single update that I do to the book you will receive for free. So whenever the next expansion for WoW comes around, you're going to get the latest edition sent to your mail for free. So make sure to check out the book. The link is down below in the description. And that's pretty much it. Back to the video. So before you go ahead and you farm any island expeditions whatsoever, like if you decide to do them, you got to go onto the ship and talk to Alaria Windrunner, because she's going to learn you this one right here, the Island Plunderer. It basically just gives you a chance of getting extra doubloons, which is a currency that you get when you do island expeditions, and you can use that currency in order to buy these bags, like using the currency, and they contain transmog and mounts. So make sure you, like, it plays a big role if you have that or if you don't have it. It takes some time to get it though, like a couple of days, because you gotta wait like 12 hours, then 24, then 48 hours or something like that to finish the resource. So get on that as fast as possible. Now, once you've done that, you can click on the expedition map and you can sign up for normal mode, heroic mode, or mythic mode. There's also PvP mode, but there's no point in doing the PvP version of it. Now, even low levels can sign up for the normal mode, but on the mythic version, it's really easy to do if you're max level, and you get more doubloons if you do it on mythic. However, you need to have a pre-made group of like a total of 3 people in order to sign up for the mythic version. So if you're doing it solo, you can only queue up for heroic and normal and try to just like get queued with random people. But I personally do it on mythic when I farm it together with my viewers. Now, why are people farming it? Like, the majority of people farming island expeditions are doing it because they want to get the mounts. Like, there's a ton of mounts. This is from Wowhead, and I'm going to link this down below in the description so you guys can see exactly where you get like the specific mount from. Because as you can see, this Blood Gorged Hunter can drop from every single Savage box. And then you have like the Rice and Mare that can only come from Havenswood Salvage, and so on. So that's like the majority of people are doing it to acquire these mounts. There's also some mounts that you have to get through the currency only, right? Now, the cool thing about Island Expedition is that each Island Expedition that you finish, like upon like finishing the expedition, you're going to get a bag of doubloons, and you also have a chance of getting loot. Whatever that's quest items, transmog items, or mounts. So the majority of the mounts that I've collected have been just from finishing the island. Haven't bought any boxes or anything. It's just been finishing the island. Boom, I get the mount in my bag. So I have, if I search up on mounts and I go to Island Expedition, you can see that I have a lot of them. I really do. I got a ton of these. I only missed the Rice and Mare actually, and I have all of the mounts from the Island Expedition. So I've been fairly lucky, and I've also done a decent amount of Island Expeditions. But that's what the majority are doing it for. There is also a ton of battle pets that you can get. Like, the list is super long on battle pets. Sadly though, the majority of the battle pets aren't worth that much gold. There's some that are like 10 to 20k, but the majority is only a couple hundred gold each. Now, the reason why I personally do it, because I don't give a shit about the mounts. I do it for these bad boys right here. All of the Transmog sets that you can get. Like, these are really, really cool sets. Some of them are just reforged Terra gear, but you're selling, like, you're flying off the auction house, basically. They're absolutely insane. So if I were to search up some of these sets on the auction house, you guys can kind of see how valuable some of them are. Like, if I search up, like, Duskhaven, for instance, you guys can see some of these prices are absolutely insane. And then if I search up Firekin, there's also going to be a ton of expensive items. We also have Razorfin, that's pretty popular. Like, pretty much all of these sets worth a ton of gold. And as you can see, they look really cool. There's also a bunch of weapons. They're all called Plundered something. And if you guys look at the price of these, you can see that they are super expensive. And some of them are really cool as well. There's obviously going to be some that looks like dog shit. And you're like, this is never going to sell. But a lot of them do have a unique appearance. And they look pretty cool. At least I think so. So a ton of loot. There's a big variety in terms of loot as well. So you have like this one, the Northern Kings, the huge two-handed sword. It flies off the auction house the moment you post it, pretty much. So that's why I'm farming Island Expedition. And like, if you want to do these to make gold, I always recommend people to gather up a nice chunk of transmog in other ways, like farming dungeons and crafting transmog will fill up your auction house faster. But if you're at the same time collecting mounts, Island Expedition is great. Or if you're like me and you already have all of the crafted transmog up on the auction house, you have a shit ton of farmed transmog from dungeons and open world, and you just want to add like transmog upon that, then Island Expedition is great. Now, once you've acquired a bunch of these doubloons, you can go to like the NPC that sells the bags, and this changes weekly. Like, the type of islands that you queue up to is pretty much changing every single week, and so is the NPC selling different bags every single week. So you don't necessarily want to buy what's up, right? You want to like search up Havenswood salvage on the auction on Wowhead, see what can be contained inside it, and search it up on your realm to see if it's popular, so you don't mess up and you buy, like, you spend a lot of doubloons buying an epic container that contains a transmog set that isn't worth that much gold on your auction house. So I would highly advise you in the beginning to also aim for the green ones, because they cost way less, but they give a ton of transmog. Like, if you have, let's say, 750 doubloons, you're better off usually buying 10 green swan rather than buying like 4 or 5 of the epic ones. So keep that in mind, but you do want to buy the correct green ones though, depending on the prices on your realm. So hopefully this video cleared up to some of you guys wondering why anyone would do Island Expedition. I honestly think it's I wasn't one of the people who spammed them when it was current content, so I'm not tired of Island Expedition. I have a feeling like a lot of people are really tired of spamming Island Expedition. I never really did them back in the days, so I'm having a ton of fun doing them now. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in on tomorrow's video. So make sure you subscribe, and of course, check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.